Hello everyone, I'm Karthik Ganesan and this is my week 7 CLA2 presentation submission for FI and 500 Financial and Accounting Skills for Managers. So this assignment is about reflecting on what kind of topics that I have learned using this course and finding a correlation um, between the knowledge I have gained and the experiences I have gone through in my personal and professional career and see how I can apply the skills learned into these experiences or relate to these experiences. So to start with, these are the key concepts that I have learned during the tenure of this course. Um, the course has two parts, the accounting skills and the financial skills. Um, Apart from the skills, I also learned the concept of how a manager can use these skills to make decisions at work. Um, Regarding the accounting skills, I've learned about accounting equations, liabilities, equities, income statements, etc. And as one of the key concepts I really enjoyed was trial balances and balance sheet, and how to craft, how to identify the differences, how to craft a trial balance and balance sheet. And other than that, the course expanded into multiple managerial accounting concepts like costing, cost of goods, cost of time and money, and how a manager can use those concepts to make accounting decisions. And then the course moved on to the basic financial skills and terms. Started with the financial statements, how to read and interpret the financial statements, what are all included in the financial statements, and mainly interest rates. Using the interest rates, how to calculate the present value and future value, and such calculations, and bond valuation, stock evaluation, how using an investment, using the current investment and the current revenue, sales, and other quantifiable measures, what kind of investment and what kind of return a project can expect. Those kind of concepts are learned using this course. And to talk about the personal connection, so I have worked in my family's coffee roasting business of my father, and in that business, I have learned a lot of. I think, without knowing that these are financial and accounting concepts, I have applied those concepts, although minimally, during my childhood. One of the few things I have learned working for my father in the coffee roasting business was the varieties of coffee, of course, learning about the product and how to import them, and what are all the operational difficulties that will go under importing of coffee, and what are all the operations that go in the delivery of coffee powder to our customers. I've also learned about taxations because that was my first step, and I did not understand taxes then. But during the job, I have understood the taxes. What's the import tax? What's the sales tax? And what kind of taxes that that coffee goes into? During the time, my country had a tax called VAT, value added tax. Later changed onto GST. But I understood about taxation, which is expanded more in the course that I have, which expanded more into this course. And also, at the end of each financial year, I also learned about IT tax returns and income statements, what all go into the tax returns, the net income, the revenue, the gross margins, and everything, and also the legal compliance. Regarding product as well as financial wise, there are lots of legal complaints that needs to go into the coffee works operations. I also learned about them. And as far as the professional connection goes, that is very extensive than my personal connection in terms of the knowledge gained and the concepts applied. I work as a business intelligence engineer at Amazon, and my team is called Global Trade Services. They involve their main operation is sorting out the imports and exports of any goods from vendors that goes into the Amazon marketplaces. So in order to import a product, it has to go through a series of trade and compliance regulations, and a series of financial and cost regulations before it's being listed on Amazon Marketplace. And my team handles the data engineering and analysis part of it. And one of the major concepts I have learned in global trade services, my organization is the direct imports, how products are being imported, and what's the duty rate, what is the cost that goes into the imports. And I have also worked on monthly reporting of GMS and COGS, which is gross merchandise sales and cost of goods sold, two different financial financial metrics, which deals about what's the revenue that's being brought in, and how is the sales, and how does the cost of this goods being sold impacts the revenue in a bigger picture. Apart from that, I also worked on the financial reporting of direct imports, which includes total savings rate, total units, etc. All these metrics are accumulated into various process of insights generation. And apart from my organization on a company level, I also listen to the company's revenue statements, annual financial statements, how the company does, what's the revenue being generated, and everything. And also, me being an employee, I get like annual stock grants, and then I understood how the stocks are being vested and how the stocks are being evaluated. And coming back to the work, apart from the projects I take on, I also do some kind of cost analysis and estimates in my projects for financial planning, reviewing the budget, and then sizing each and every project according to the budgets. So these are all the concepts that I have learned and that I have applied, and the concepts that I've learned in course are highly correlated to the concepts that I am working on at my work. And this course has been tremendously beneficial for me to apply those concepts and enhance my working capabilities. And in conclusion, I would like to state the favorite concept that I have learned in this course. One is the stock valuation. As I said, I expanded my knowledge on stock valuation, stock vesting, how a company operates based on stocks, what is a company going IPO means, and all these concepts, and also investment decision making in order to make a decision on whether the investment you're going to make is going to be beneficial in the long term or not. I understood what are all the components that go into that investment decision making. For example, the cost of machinery and the depreciation cost, etc. So all these concepts have been really helpful. And I conclude my presentation on the career assignment. Thank you for listening.